Hello, Mark.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty great.
Good.
And you?
Excellent. Fantastic. Fantastic weather. I'm just enjoying. So that's why I'm kind of a little bit late. I was enjoying the weather. So what's new?
Finally, I'm the student, fully eligible student of 10th Lyceum in Perm. My documents from my previous school were finally transferred to a new one. My parents told me about this. However, I regret only about one thing. I feel sorry for my class headmaster. So yeah, I feel sorry for her because throughout all of these 3 years, we're making steps together, and she was leading me to the right path, and I'm just leaving her there. But okay, it's a minor thing.
Yeah, I'm
And
just sorry. If I understood you properly, you are talking about, in America, we call it a home teacher. It's a home class teacher. The meaning is that, well, how it goes, how it works in America, they do not have like классный руководитель, they do not have it, but they have some kind of классная комната, which is called a homeroom. So that's then the person who is, let's say, a little bit in charge of this group of students may be called as a homeroom teacher. Yeah, so that's
homeroom teacher. Okay.
if you can go to Wikipedia, just check it how it works, because culturally it's very different. But anyway, to some degree, it makes sense. So you're talking about this kind of stuff, right?
Yes, you're right. This is what I meant. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. I got a closed door after my mom. 1 second.
Not a problem.
Возьми черный с собой, возьми черный. I'm sorry, it took a bit longer than I expected.
Not a big deal, absolutely. So you were saying, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay, but can I say like class tutor?
Well, never heard about that. Well, okay, let me just share with
Homeroom
you.
teacher.
Yeah, I will just show you just 1 second. So I have to share the screen, right? And then, yeah, if you go Google, just let's see, homeroom teacher, yeah, homeroom teacher. So homeroom teacher is responsible for almost everything concerning a homeroom period and classroom, yeah. Классный час и за классную комнату. At the start of the school year, it's the homeroom teacher's responsibility to make sure that each student gets relevant textbooks, material which are supervised by the government. Okay,
Yeah, thank you for sharing. I got that.
Yeah, so you see homeroom teaching in Dubai also. Yeah, a homeroom, that's the period of time, homeroom, классный час. Usually at the beginning of the day when students meet for their teacher to record that they are present, give out information, etc. And that you see, this is definition from Cambridge English Dictionary, not from from Merriam-Webster. So maybe they have it right now in Great Britain also, because previously it was in America. I have no idea, but maybe. Okay, go ahead. So you have to kind of grasp the concept. Ухватите концепцию. So home room, that means like домашняя комната, то есть для вашего класса. Там нету класса, you know, that's for the group of students. Там есть класс for, I think that we talked about that, like class 2022, for example. This year, they will be the grads, and they will be called the class 2022, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that they have like 12A, 12B, or 12C, no, because every period, I mean, every period they go to different classrooms. But at the same time, they kind of are divided in groups of students where they have the teacher who is responsible, and they have to stay with this home period, homeroom period, and that's called homeroom. So that's kind of a concept. That's why it's called homeroom teacher.
Thank you. Yes, I got that. I got that.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you a bit more about the concept in the 10th Lyceum. So how it works.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at the midden there, so it was the midden for students who got approved and for their parents. And it was told that there are no homeroom teachers in Lyceum 10.
Wow.
Instead of them,
Wow.
yes, look.
Why is that?
I can explain. As it was said, instead of homeroom teachers, they have so-called tutor. So I sorry, I don't know how to say that in English, but so one tutor for every parallel class.
Okay, yeah, that's American system. So parallel class, that will be the year. Like as I said, the graduates this year, they are called class 2022. Like, have you ever seen movies with the same name, like the very famous movie but very nasty movie? It's called Class 1984. It's a very bad movie. I mean that it's kind of a dirty, but it gives you the understanding about, like what you said, parallel, because that's what it is in America. Like all of the students of the same year, they're called class 2022. So let's say, for example, which year are you graduating? What do you think? Which year?
Tough. Let me calculate. So, like, it's about 2025.
Okay, so you will be officially called, legally called in America, class 2025. So that means that, yeah, you understand that means that many years after graduating from school, if you want to go to a school reunion, you understand reunion, right? Then that will be the reunion of class 2025. Makes sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Yep. And so when they call classmates, that means the same year students. That's the only thing. Just you can never say like group mates for for the universities in Russia. You say одногруппники. No, it's because it sounds like kind of a gangsters, like a gang of delinquent youth. So that's in college and university, they still call it classmates, because again, the concept will be the same. You will be called the freshman, the senior, the sophomore, and so on. But all in all, you will be called year 2025, class 2025. So that's the idea.
Yes, thank you. So, and there is one tutor for, yeah, let's say for classes 2025, 2024, 2023, and 2022. So this is the idea there.
Yeah, but now it's a different story. What you're saying is, you see, you have usually, that's another concept. You know that in Russia you have начальная школа, средняя школа и старшая школа, right? So in America you have the first part will be called elementary. In Great Britain it will be called primary.
Primary, so,
yes. The second part of the school will be called, in America, will be called middle school. And Great Britain, it will be called secondary school. And then in America, the старшая школа will be called high school. So, and in Great Britain, you will have, in some school, it's called 6 upper, 6 lower, шестой нижний, шестой верхний class, because they start to calculate the secondary school over again in many schools. Во многих школах после начальной школы опять начинают с первого класса среднюю школу. That's why you graduate in Great Britain in many schools in 6 lower or 6 upper class. It depends on the certificate which you want to get. It's something like, we have in Russia 9 and 11 class. So 9, it's kind of it will be the certificate which is O, ordinary, O. It's called GCSE O. And for advanced students, it will be GCSE A. So that's the difference between 6 and 6 lower and 6 upper in Great Britain. But in America, after you graduate from middle school, then you will be freshman. First year is called freshman. Then the second year, the high school. In Russian, it will be, let's say, they have 12 grades. So it will be like in Russian, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 9th, 9th grade will be called freshman, fresh year. And then the second year or the 10th grade will be sophomore. And then the third year will be called junior. And the last year will be called senior. So the same stuff works for colleges and universities. You remember that most of the colleges and universities, they have 4 years like bachelor degree. And so again, it will be freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Okay, so probably what we're talking about with you right now, probably it's, I think so, because it's a college in Russia, but in America, college is the same like university. So probably they will call you like freshman, and then sophomore, and then junior and senior.
Yeah, probably this is right.
And
Well,
you
not
can,
probably,
you,
this
you
is
can
right.
you can check everything on Wikipedia or whatever. Okay, go ahead.
No, I trust you completely.
So you know that the easiest way not to be confused, the easiest way is usually to call the year, and that's it. So if you want to explain without all of this class 2025, and you can say that this is the tutor for the first year, that's the second year, that's the third year, and the fourth year. So the meaning will be первый курс, второй курс, третий курс, четвертый курс. You can always use it, you know. In universities and colleges, what is the year, the school you go to? It's first year, second year. And then you can say that freshman or sophomore and so, but year works perfectly well, absolutely everywhere. You see?
Yeah.
First year, second year, third year, and fourth year. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, this is the system there. At first, I thought it is really weird, but then I understood that I think this will work out pretty good.
Yeah, so I have a question here. Let's say that for the first year, how many peers do you have? How many classmates? All in all, the first. Approximately, just
yeah,
to get the picture.
Okay, we have A class, B class, V does not exist anymore, and G. So, and you know, it's going to be about 85 to 90.
Okay, yeah. So that's around 30 students in every class group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is right.
Okay.
What? Yeah. Okay. Oh, so why did you ask?
Yeah, it's just for me to now it makes sense for me. And you were saying, you were explaining about these tutors for every year students, like for the first year, for the second year, third year, and fourth year tutors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. And well, no, I think I explained. So this is how it works. So, but you know why? I thought at first that it is really weird that instead of, like in my previous call, instead of 4/3 homeroom teachers for 90 people, in Lyceum we're going to have only one tutor for 90 people.
And again, let me just emphasize, it's American system. I feel it more and more because you know, in America, probably you know that schools, they are, I mean, the building, in one building, you do not have a primary school and middle school. No. Primary school is a very different building. It's this building can be in the, you know, in another part of the city. You see the point?
I'm sorry, I will jump in, but this is exactly what we have.
Yeah, so
actually
primary, it will be, let's say, in the faraway part of the city. So then secondary or middle school will be in a very different region. And then high school will be in another region of the city. And the class, which we call, let's say, class 2025, usually you have to understand that it will be around 2,000 students, 2,000 or 2,500 students, you know, all in all in the high school. You see the point?
Yes, I do.
And so that means that most of the students have never ever seen the principal of the school. They have no idea about, like, the manager of the studies or the principal manager of the studies. That's kind of a sort of like zauch по учебе. So then they have no idea about how the principal is. Директора в глаза не видели никогда. Yeah, so you have to understand, because it's 2,000 people. Yeah, right now, see, you have every year, you have, let it be 100 students. So all in all, 4 years, you have 400 students. And that's a lot. But think about when you have 2,500, not 400, but 2,500 students, or 2,000. So it's next to impossible for the principal of the school to meet every student, every parent.
This is right.
And the building itself is enormously huge. You have to also understand, because first of all, they have only 2 levels. Many schools are only 1 floor. 2 levels or 2 stories, 2-story buildings. And so in order to vacate these 2,000 students and the personnel, the staff, so that's, and then they have enormous parking lots for the cars. They have enormous gyms. Like, that's huge. It's, the high school in America, it's something like, airfield for the airport. Yeah, that's, yeah, for me, it's absolutely the same. Like, think that when you come to the school, probably you will never, ever have the chance to walk around the whole building. Never, ever in your life. Because it's huge. American schools are enormous. So that's why the system which you have now, it's very close to the American system. Okay.
Yeah, I want to just to emphasize one thing. So you were right, and like primary, elementary, middle, and the high school, they're separated, but the elementary and secondary school, they're unified in one building. And the high school,
it never happens in America. Never, ever.
Yeah, this is the difference between us. Yeah, this is what I noticed from your story.
That when Americans live in Russia, this is one of the first things that just shocks them, because when you come into our school, you have these very, very little, small, young kids, and then who are let's say the first grade, and then you have these huge guys from the 11th grade. They are kind of messing around together. Even now, the principal of the school has the tendency to kind of to try and to separate. If you probably notice that the principals of the schools, they tend to separate, and they tend to make one part of the building for the elementary school, and a very different part of the school for the high school, for the seniors, because when they ran into each other, and every break, it's such a mess. Everybody is running. If they if they bump into each other, that's a total crash. It can be a very bad injury. So yeah, that's kind of a very explainable. In Russia, it's possible, all of the 3 types of schools, and you have 4-story buildings, 5-story buildings. It's no way. It's totally prohibited everywhere in the world. And you understand why, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so go ahead.
So this is the system there. One more thing to be mentioned. This is the thing within which I'm completely satisfied. Guess what? No dress code.
Yeah,
Literally, no dress code.
yeah,
Finally.
that's the same in America. Well, you know, it's yeah, I would say that it has yeah, both good stuff and bad stuff in it, pros and cons. Why? Because,
Yeah, this is
you
true.
know, because yeah, let me put it in a very short and explainable sentence. You can see, well, pretty beautiful. Some American girls can be very beautiful. Not many, but they can be very beautiful. So
Okay.
when you see the very beautiful girl, and she is just wearing the sweatsuit, you know, sweatsuit is you know that the word sweat is means pot, and the
Yes, I do.
sweatsuit is спортивный костюм, what everybody right now wears, just like with a hoodie. And
Okay, yeah, I got it. I got it. Okay.
yeah, so that's the sweatsuit, sweatshirt, sweatpants, sweatsuit, and the sneakers. And then, well, most of the time, I wouldn't say that they have kind of a very groomed hairstyle, хорошо причесанный, very groomed hairstyle, or that they use makeup. Not in America. America is kind of it's in Europe, yes, but in America they don't care about cosmetics at all. I don't know why. They just don't care. So just think about that. If you compare our girls in their dress code, and they are so groomed always. And
Yeah.
yeah, I understand that they use cosmetics a lot, but the beautiful girls in America, they're just like punks, you know. They can be looking kind of a dirty, you know, scruffy. I didn't like it. I even have I think that I took some pictures of this kind of girls. So like you said, that you have both good stuff and bad stuff about that. Okay.
Yeah, this is completely true. I agree with this. And you know, in my school, we had in my previous one, we had a sort of curricular activity, which is debating. And one of the topics there was debating about pros and cons of completely free dress code. I was standing by the idea that it is good, and actually we won, but it doesn't matter. So
yeah, and one more thing to say. Again, just think about that, because you have to you will have to think about that ahead of time before the school year starts. Well, you know, in America, well, I would say, and do not think that I'm kind of it's a racist stuff. No, it's not about that. But if you want to see people showing off with their clothes, that will be mostly black women and black guys. I have no idea why, but they like to show off. You know, you can see black ladies with high heels, like stiletto heels. You can see the so-called sequin dresses, блестящие с блесками, sequin dresses, then all kinds of hairstyle and so on. So, and some of them, even, you know, even in summer, you can see them wearing fur coats, меховая шуба. In summer. Yeah, in summer. Yeah.
What?
Why is that? You know, they just to show off. It's just a mink, you know. What is mink in Russia? It's
They're sweating literally there. Oh my God.
They don't care. They don't care. They just yeah, they show off. You have to understand that mink, that's Norca. I remember. So they can buy the sneakers, which every it can be a couple of $1,000 for sneakers. Why? Because they have some kind of a diamonds encrusted into the sneakers, something like that. So that's they can show off, but in the high school, most of the students are almost the same, like as I said, sweatshirt, sweatpants, and that's it. Not in Russia. When you have no dress code, then you will immediately see which parents are rich and whose parents are not that rich, because the clothes which the students will wear, and you have to think about that, will be very different, very expensive. You can see extremely expensive clothes nowadays in our, let's say, elite schools, prestigious schools, So you have to think about that ahead of time and be very careful about that, because that they can start bullying about that, hazing. You know the word hazing?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so it's something like dedovshchina in Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not a good stuff. So you have to think about that before you just have you looked at at other students when there was this meeting? Have you noticed some differences in their clothes?
I did, but I would not say I noticed something completely outstanding. No, definitely not.
Okay, yeah, it will come, it will grow on you later. Yeah.
But by the way, I'm planning to so the clothes I'm going to wear in Lyceum on a regular basis. This is sweatshirt. This are jeans. And probably my favorite Adidas Stan Smith
Adidas.
shoes. Adidas, yeah, Adidas.
Mhm.
Do you know Adidas Stan Smith?
No. What is that?
Okay, these are, I don't know this word in English, but these are like sneakers, but more formal. We call them kedy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I have forgotten the word. I will think about the word. I will tell you.
Thank you.
It's in America, it's called after the company, which so you know that definitely it's not the Russian origin of this kind of shoes. It's American.
Sure thing.
Say it again.
Yeah, sure thing. I agree with you.
Yeah, and it was, let me think, I think it was after World War II, this one great company started to manufacture this type of shoes. And then later, then appeared in the Soviet Union. And they were very popular in the Soviet Union many, many years ago. And then it's kind of like all of the fashions, they just come and go. So it just disappeared. And right now it is back, but let me think about how it called. I will tell you a little later. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. If you want, I can turn on my camera and I can show you.
No. I understand. I know what you're talking about. So how did you call it? Say it again. What is the word which you use?
Stan Smith.
How do you spell it?
Like Stan, STAN, SMITH.
Okay, yeah, I understand. All right. Go ahead.
And you know what I love about them is that so there is that Disney character with the name Kermit. So it's a frog, and it's like depicted. This Kermit is depicted on my Stan Smith, and I love it so much.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, and so you remembered about that because well, many guys were wearing this type of shoes, or why?
They're really popular, I would say. They're popular amidst young people, especially young people. They're not really expensive. They possess a good quality since it's Adidas. So yeah, they're just decent. And the last thing I'm going to wear is just regular jeans.
Mhm. Yeah.
So this is my outfit for a regular basis school attendance, and I think it's gonna be great. I
Cool.
just love it.
Okay.
Oh,
Very good.
by the way, what?
Very good.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I have one more story to share with you.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So,
Yeah, you know that
okay.
I'm sorry, but the name of the company is Kids. Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I was just,
Cats?
you know, I usually forget. Yeah, let me just show it to you. You can see my screen, right?
It's just Google here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying. Yeah, so you see Gets company,
Yes, I
Gets
see.
sneakers. Yeah. So and yeah, and you will see the image. What I mean by that. So that's I will show you the typical. Yeah, not this, but you have the idea.
Yes, I have.
I want you to see the old style. They were different kids. Yeah. Which we used to have in Russia, Wikipedia, just 1 second. Yeah. So it's, I think that this is the name. Yeah, that's the name of the company. And that's the first cats. Yeah, these are the typical kids. Yep. Here you go.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah, I understand. All right. Yeah. So sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
It's okay. I can share a pic with you. So it was my birthday like 6 days ago, and I want to share a picture with you. Let me just find it. So if you see it, you will understand everything. Look, I'll send you in VK. So this is me.
Okay, just 1 second. I need to go back. And where did you send it? In the chat?
VK, private messages.
In VK. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. In VK. Yeah, I have to refresh the page. Yeah. And what is that?
This is me.
Can you see my picture?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened to you?
So this is me in the center of the perm, and my face is completely covered by cake. And look at my facial expression and ways my hands are. So I'm confused a bit because my friends, they caught the right moment when I did not even suspect and expect anything, and just threw a cake in my face.
Yeah.
This was the best birthday.
Yep, I understand. Great. So happy birthday. Belated, but happy birthday to you.
Thank you,
So,
thank you.
how old are you now?
I'm 16 now. Woo! Yeah,
Okay, congrats.
thank you.
All right.
I feel old.
Okay, and then going back to this, you see these cats, right? And if you go back and they do not have the Russian button, okay, I will just do it in Russian. Yeah, the Russian Wikipedia. You will see the Russian make of kedi. Yeah, that's typically Russian. Have you ever seen this stuff?
Not really.
Yeah, that's well, you know that this type of shoes was first launched in, I think, in 1916, and it was as it says, the American company. Yeah, rubber. Okay, not here. I just lost it. Where is that? Yeah. So if you go back, okay. Yeah, it says in here, launched by American company US Rubber, but that's the trademark. Trademark KEDS is a trademark, and that's the American company US Rubber in 1916. Okay, so the meaning is that the Soviet KEDS, they were from rubber, made of rubber, резина, это резина. Yep.
That is quite,
Yeah.
completely of rubber, not what we have now.
Yes. Yeah, this is also some kind of a kid.
Yeah, but more up to date.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, so what is another story?
Well, I think this is all. I'm out of stories.
Yeah, these are the Soviet kids. Yeah.
they look nice.
Yeah. Vintage. Yeah, those were the kids which were ours. That's we were many years ago. Yeah, that we played soccer with this kind of shoes. Okay, great to hear that. So you have some new friends?
Yeah, this is right.
Yeah, what kind of interests do you have in common?
Wait, so those who threw a cake in my head, these are old friends of mine. And the new one, so I have them, I met them in Lyceum, and our first common interest is just being in one school. But I have to it's on the tip of my tongue, so I have to know them a bit better.
Yeah, but maybe it's usually, that when you change, when you switch schools, usually you want to know some, let's say, some feedback from older guys, from the senior year, kind of a testimonials, or what they would like to say about the school. Have you ever heard about something? What are the reviews, the feedback about the school? What do they tell? I mean, informally, not for writing somewhere in newspaper, just orally talking between themselves, just like, do they teach well, or what subjects are better taught? Have you any idea? No?
Yes, I talked with one of the guys,
Mhm.
and he told me that it is a awesome place to study in, but I will have to go hard by myself too. No one will approach me and tell me, catch up, Mark, you're behind everyone else. So this is what it's about there.
But you have to pay for the tuition there, or it's free of charge?
No, completely free, completely free.
Okay. Yeah.
This
And,
is
and so
awesome.
that means that it's possible to be expelled, right?
Yeah, sure.
If you have bad grades, then it's possible. Yeah, think it over. How about the English classes? Have you heard anything about that? The impressions of the English, how they teach English in this school? No?
Not really.
Okay.
Sorry,
That's
no idea.
yeah, it's I'm just asking, it's for the sake of conversation. All right, so then I have no other questions.
Yeah,
If
thank you for this class.
yeah, absolutely. Yep. Welcome next time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye for now.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.
Same to you.
Bye.